So question 3, following our steps. Step 1 said to isolate the radical. So getting this radical x plus 5 by itself, I'm going to start by subtracting the 1 over. Keep in mind when trying to combine here, unit 1, these are not like terms, so they cannot actually combine. So they stay x minus 1. And then we have radical x plus 5. Step 2 was to square both sides. We're squaring the radical so that they cancel, and we're left with just the x plus 5. But now here, you are squaring the entire x minus 1. So remember before I said when the negative 3 was squared, it meant that we did negative 3 times negative 3. When this x minus 1 is squared, it means we are doing x minus 1 times x minus 1. From there, we're going to have to double distribute. X times x is x squared, x times negative 1, negative 1x. Same with the negative 1. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. We still have the x plus 5 sitting there. Combining like terms, we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals x plus 5. Now from here, this goes back to unit 3. If you have an exponent, you need to set it equal to 0, your equation, because you are going to factor to solve. So I'm going to subtract the x from the right over to the left. I'm going to subtract the 5 from the right over to the left. Combine like terms. X squared comes down. Negative 2x minus x is negative 3x. And positive 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Everything on the right cancels, so equals 0. This is a simple AM. I could go straight to my double parentheses. X squared is x and x. Adding to negative 3 and multiplying to negative 4 is negative 4 and positive 1. We are solving, so we then take each one of those factors and set them equal to 0 separately and continue solving. So the x minus 4, we're going to add the 4 over, and we get x equals positive 4. X plus 1, we're going to subtract the 1 over, and we get x equals negative 1. From here, we do need to check still. And again, you are checking in the original equation before you had done anything to the problem. When you go to do the check, you need to do each one separately. So I'm going to start with the x equals 4. Every single x in the problem gets a 4 plugged in. Like I said, the side that has stuff that needs to get done, you're going to type it right into your calculator. So in this case, we get 4 equals, and the right side should also come out to 4. So positive 4 works. Now I'm going to check the x equals negative 1, doing the same thing. I am plugging in the negative 1 for every x that I see. Plugging that right side in to your calculator, you should get a 3 out. Negative 1 is not equal to 3, so we need to reject that negative 1. Now this one is not a no solution answer like the last one, because we do actually have a solution. Our answer that we're left with is just the 4. Sometimes one of them rejects when there's 2 answers, sometimes neither one rejects, and sometimes both reject. So you do have to make sure you check them all.